So when you log in into your Hugosway, this is the page that is going to be presented to you. To the left, you're going to have all your tabs right here. This is going to be like the main page as soon as you sign in. So the first thing you want to do is get you verified with your brokers with Hugosway. So you're going to go to KYC verification. With this, I already have my documents uploaded, but it's simple. You just need to take a picture of your ID. They need two forms of your ID. One's a photo ID, so it's gonna be, your driver's license or your passport, and the other form of your of an ID will be your bill. So again, that can be your rent bill, your phone bill. They just need those two identifications. What I did was I took a picture on my phone, sent it over to my email, and then got on my laptop, and I was able to download those pictures, and basically I just uploaded them on here. You can access Hugosway on your phone as well, um, if you don't want to go through all that hassle. But that's just the way I did it, and it usually takes around less than a day max. It takes the next day for them to verify you. Um, and again, you shouldn't have any problems uploading those documents if it's your driver's license and a rent bill or phone bill or whatever it is. So that's the first thing you're going to want to do. The second thing you're going to want to do is go over to My Accounts. So once you go over to My Accounts, um, you're going to want to create an account, right? You want to create an account. You select account type. It's going to be Hugo MT4 ECN. That's going to be your real account. We're creating a real account. If you guys want to go ahead and create a demo account, it's the same process, but for the matters of this video, I'm going to be creating a real account. So MT4 ECN, and then select leverage. I personally trade off of 1-500. If you're new, I'd say 1 to 200 or 1 to 300. But me personally, I just do 1 to 500 to trade. And from there, you're just going to create an account. And then from here, your account request was created. Basically, from here, Hugosway is going to send another email over to you with the credentials. And basically, these credentials are what you use to log on to your MetaTrader app, which I'll go over here in a bit. But basically, in that email, it's going to come with your login ID, which is your account number. So if I go back to my accounts, there's going to be an account number right here, right? All you do is that's going to be your login ID, and then you're going to have a password. One of them is going to be the trading password, and another a password that says investor password. Ignore the investor password. It's going to be the trading password that you're going to put in and plug in into your MT4 to be able to access that in the app. And so again, it's going to be your account number and the trading password for your login credentials when Hugosway sends you that email to verify your account. So usually with that, it verifies as soon as you create that account. And so, while you're waiting to be verified for Hugosway for the documents you sent, you can go ahead and get signed up with Coinbase. So Coinbase, this is where we're going to be withdrawing money. So at the end of the week, at the end of the day, whenever you want to withdraw money from your earnings, you're going to use Coinbase as to withdraw. Um, and so basically, this is going to be the home page. It's going to ask you for your email address as soon as you get started. And I already have my account, but I'm going to put in an account because basically for Coinbase, it's a little bit of a more tedious process. Their security is up to the max, and so they kind of ask for a little bit more. Again, this is a tedious process, but as soon as you finish signing up, like you're good to go, you're ready to trade. It's just a matter of just signing up. That's the tedious process. But withdrawing, depositing money, and all that, it's quick, it's simple as once you learn it. So again, you're gonna enter your email address. I'm gonna put in my school ID address, and then from here, I'll take you to the page that Coinbase will take you to fill out the rest of the information. Right. So as soon as you put in your email address. It's just going to basically ask you for your first name, your last name, for you to put in a password, where you're from, and to agree to the terms and agreement, right? From here, you're going to click create account, and then you're going to be taken to another web page. So this is going to be the page that Coinbase sends you to. All you have to do is verify your email at the assigned email that you put. And so once you go to your email and you click to verify your account, Coinbase is going to take you to this page. Enter your phone number, and from here send code. It's just going to send another confirmation to your cell phone. Just enter the code, and from there it'll take you to another security page. Like I said, this is kind of a little bit tedious on part of Coinbase, but as soon as we get this over with, you don't have to, you won't have to do any more tedious things. So again, just add your phone number. It's going to send a text out to your phone for you to put in a code, and it's going to take you to another web page that we'll go over here in a bit. So after submitting the code that was sent to your phone onto Coinbase, you're going to be taken to this page. Again, just fill out all the required information. The only tedious thing that I know I have a couple people have problems with is what will you use Coinbase for? So as far as this option, you'll put trading, right? And you put trading. What is your source of funds? Now, for me, I don't have a job. I do trading part time. It's where I earn my money, right? So I don't have a job. I don't have an employer. So for my source of funds, what I ended up putting was investments. So just put investments. If you don't have a job, it's going to be under investments. If you do have a job, it's just going to be occupation, right? So for me, I'm going to put investments, and then it's going to ask you for your current occupation. Depending on if you do have a job, you're going to put down what you are, and if you don't have a job, don't worry. They do have trader down here somewhere, right here, trader, and then employer. What I ended up putting was self-employed, and it passed through. You know, I mean, I don't have an employer, right? And so I just put self-employed and went through with Coinbase, so everything was good. And the only other thing you're gonna need is your last four digits of your social security, your PIN, and then just the rest is gonna be your basic information. From there, you're gonna hit continue, and finally, you'll be presented with the home page or the dashboard of Coinbase, which I'll go over here in a bit. And so when you log into Coinbase, this is going to be your dashboard, and it's going to be your home page. First thing first that we want to do is we're going to want to go to settings. Once we go to settings, we're going to go to linked accounts, which is right down here. And then from here, you're gonna have link your account. So I already have my accounts linked. The accounts that you're gonna link is gonna be your debit card and your actual bank. Now for your actual bank, you don't need, like I said, you don't need your routing number or your account number. Basically, all they need is your debit card information, and with that, they'll be able to link it to your actual bank account. And so, if you haven't linked an account yet, you're gonna click on link a new account. And first things first is you're gonna want to do a debit card. And from here, you're gonna put the name on card, the card number, the expiration date, the PIN, postal code, and then from there add card. Now Coinbase is gonna run another security check. And basically you're gonna have to log into your banking information. So basically, like for example, for me, I have Wells Fargo, so I'm gonna log in through my Wells Fargo app, and Coinbase is gonna charge you three separate charges. And basically, what they're gonna be asking with these three separate charges is for as part of security, they're gonna ask for the amount that it charged you. So the reason why it's doing this, guys, is just it's another security measure that they take to verify that it's actually you and it's actually your card, your debit card that you're going to be running. It's not someone else um, doing all this for you. And it's going to be two amounts. So it'll be like $1, and some change, and another charge of $1 and some change. Basically what they want is just the change part. So it might be 42 cents, might be 55 cents, whatever it is, You plug in the numbers and you're automatically verified with that. From there, you're gonna click link a new account, and it's gonna be your bank account. And this is so it's easier to withdraw the money directly to your bank account, right? So you're gonna click on bank account, and it's loading. So it just lets you know that they use Play to link your account. Again, Coinbase takes their security to the max, so you're in good hands, right? It can be annoying, but just know that your money's in good hands, right? So you're gonna click continue, and you're gonna select your bank. So we have all the major banks. I'm just gonna run through the list, see if anyone else uses any smaller banks. So these are gonna be the rest of the smaller banks. Um, that they support. And if you don't see your bank, just search instead. So if you have GCU, you can go ahead and put that in. For me, it's just Wells Fargo, right? So I could click on Wells Fargo, and basically all you do is just log in to your Wells Fargo account, and from there, it's automatically going to link your bank account into Coinbase, so you're able to withdraw money. Here in a bit, I'm going to show you how to withdraw money. Right now, I'm just teaching you how to set up your account, because this is the most tedious process, right? So as soon as you get that done, um, as soon as you get that done, you're done with Coinbase. All right, you got like probably the hardest part out of the way, which is Coinbase, like the most tedious. So you got your Hugosway, right? And then you got your Coinbase. Next thing is basically signing up on Zelle. It's an app on both Android and iPhone. And then if you're like I said, Zelle supports Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, but they don't support the smaller banks like GCU and all of that. And so it'll be a safer bet for you if you guys don't have those banks to do it through Cash App. As far as signing up, it's kind of self-explanatory. They're just going to ask for your name, for you to create a username, and then for your debit card information. And then from there, it's pretty spot on. I'll be teaching you on both Zelle and on Cash App how to deposit money into your trading account. It's not hard actually. Hugosway gives you the steps. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be showing you those steps, just in case you guys may have any questions. So again, signing up through Zelle and Cash App it's self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go through that. But as far as for Cash App, we're going to be depositing through Bitcoin. Um, it's not a complicated process. And for Zelle, it's just straight cash, right? So I'm going to be teaching you both. And so with that being said, I'm going to transfer it over to my phone to teach y'all. So just give me a minute. So we're gonna do Cash App first, just because I feel like more people are gonna be using Cash App, and so this is basically like the homepage with Cash App. As soon as you sign up with them and you get your debit card information down, so basically where you go to um, deposit or to send Bitcoin over to Hugosway, you're gonna have to buy Bitcoin through Cash App, which is something that they support. So you're gonna click on Cash Card. It'll bring this up, and then you're gonna go to BTC, which is Bitcoin, and you're gonna buy, and whatever amount you want. With Hugosway, the minimum is $10, right? It's $10. I personally recommend that you guys start out with $100 account. Anything above that is better. So they can go up to 10,000 if that's what y'all really want to start out with. But I mean, it supports 100, 125, 150, 250, and from here 500. So whatever you guys want to start out with. Again, I do recommend starting with the $100 account. And so basically, again, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to teach you all the process. You're going to click buy. I'm going to ask you if you actually want to buy it. You're going to add $1, put in your credentials, right? It's going to load, and then it'll basically confirm your purchase, right? Click confirm, and you purchase Bitcoin, right? So you get that done out of the way, right? You're gonna click on the arrow up here, go down. You're gonna click on the profile emoji or the person emoji up here, and then you're gonna come down, right? You're gonna click on Bitcoin, and then you're going to want to withdraw Bitcoin because you're going to withdraw Bitcoin and put it into your Hugosway. When you first click on withdraw Bitcoin, it's going to ask you for verification. So basically with your verification, you're just going to need a photo ID. And basically it's just going to ask you for a picture of you and your ID next to each other, right? So it's going to be basically a selfie with your ID next to each other. It only takes like an hour, 2 hours for them to verify it. And then from there, you'll be able to withdraw Bitcoin to Hugosway. And so, how do you know where to send it over? So let me go back to Hugosway. So when you go to Hugosway, you're going to select deposit type. It's going to be Bitcoin because you're doing it through Cash App. You're going to select the amount. Let's say it's 100, right? It's $100. Redirect me to payments page. And when it's going to redirect you to the payments page, right? And so the cool thing about this is that Cash App, when you hit withdraw Bitcoin, they have basically it uses your camera to scan this QR code, so you don't have to put in this this long what you might call it, basically this long ID. I forgot the word off the top of my head. But instead, it's just going to use your camera to scan the QR code, and this only takes like 15-30 minutes for your money to basically be transferred to Hugosway. Um, and yeah, it just takes 15-30 minutes from here. Let me go back to Hugosway. Um, from there, I have $50 in here. Um, So basically, let's just say you put $50. You didn't even put the 100. You put $50. You're gonna go to internal transfers once you get that money, and then you're gonna select transfer type. It's gonna be wallet to MT4, which is the app that you use to trade off of. You're gonna select the account. So it's gonna with the account you created. Um, you're gonna click on that account. Like I have a bunch of accounts just because this isn't the first time I teach y'all how to open an account. So that's why I have a bunch of other accounts. But for you, you're just gonna have one account, right? And then you're gonna put the amount to transfer. I have $50, so it's gonna be $50. And you're gonna request a transfer. And this is literally done in less than a minute, max like 5 minutes, but I never even had that happen before. So that's how you transfer the money. How you deposit money, right? And then for Zelle, I'm gonna go back on my phone right now, but I'm gonna pull it up here on Hugosway. If you're gonna do it through Zelle and you have, Bank of America, you have Wells Fargo, it's gonna be a little bit quicker, right? You're gonna click on Zelle, and it's gonna give you the steps right here, right? It's gonna give you the steps, and the receiver name and the email are always gonna be different. And I'll explain this with Zelle right now. If you guys haven't, for those of you who are new to Zelle, um, I'll explain why it gives you a receiver name and an email. And basically, you just put the amount you want to deposit. But before that, you're gonna want to go to Zelle, right? So let me share my phone screen with y'all. And so this is the home screen with Zelle. Once you link it with your bank account, which should be kind of self-explanatory, you don't need a lot. You just need your debit card information to link that account with. You're gonna send money, right? You're gonna send money, and when it comes to sending money, you're gonna put a name, phone, email. The reason it has to be a name, it has to be a phone, it has to be an email or a name and an email. So basically, um, what you're gonna basically put is gonna be if I go back to Hugosway, it's gonna be receiver name of Carlos Flores and the email. I'm gonna put the email because it's more of it's a direct it's more direct. It's just not a name. It's gonna know who to send it to rather than just a Carlos Flores. I mean, there's a bunch of Carlos Flores in the world, right? So it's better that you send it to the email, right? And so basically with that, you're gonna put that information, you're gonna put the email, you're gonna put the amount to deposit, and you're gonna create the deposit request. You're gonna send that money through Zelle. You're gonna send that money to that to this email. And again, it's the same process, only takes like 10-15 minutes. And and from there, same process of going to internal transfer, select transfer type. It's going to be wallet to MT4. However much you put, you're going to select your account that you want to put it in, amount to transfer, and it only takes less than a minute, right? And so that's depositing. It's not tough, maybe the first time you just need guidance. After that, it's kind of like self-explanatory. You're going to get it down. Um, Now, when it comes to withdrawing, you want to take out your earnings, right? Um, you're gonna go to withdraw, and it's the same process except backwards. The only thing, this is why we utilize Coinbase. The only thing is we can't you can't receive you can't Zelle can't receive money through Hugosway, and neither can Cash App. You can only send money out through Cash App, and you can't for for Cash App, you can't receive Bitcoin. My bad. Whereas with Coinbase, you can receive Bitcoin. It's confusing, but long story short, you're going to be using Coinbase to use or to withdraw. That's going to be the platform we're going to be using. So they have the different withdrawal times. One of them is Bitcoin. Zelle doesn't accept Bitcoin, and then Cash App, you can't convert. They can't receive Bitcoin and convert that back to cash. It's weird. You can only send Bitcoin. I'm not sure why they have that, but that's just the way it is. ACH is just going to be where if you guys want to go ahead and try it. I haven't tried it myself, so unless I try it, then I'll keep y'all up to date to see how well it works. But basically, ACH is just wiring, and it's a $12 fee, which for me it doesn't really matter, but I know for some people, that might be a problem, right? And so what you need for that is same thing. You need to enter the basic information, but it's going to ask for your routing number and your account number. And I'm not sure, for some people that might be a hassle to get. With ACH, it's going to be a little bit faster when it comes to receiving your money. But again, that's only if you guys want to go ahead and go to your bank and ask for the routing number and the account number, or go to your bank webpage and request it there. But for the purpose of this video, and because I've never done ACH, we're going to go through Bitcoin because that's what I'm familiar with. So you're going to click Bitcoin. You're going to put in the amount you want to withdraw. And actually, I missed a step, right? I missed a step. My bad, guys. So it's going to be internal transfer. It's going to be in transfer type. It's going to be MT4 wallet or MT4 back to your wallet. You're going to click from which account you want to pull out of, amount to transfer, request transfer. It's immediate. And then you're going to go back to withdraw, right? And Bitcoin, amount to withdraw in Bitcoin, and then the Bitcoin address. Where do you get the Bitcoin address? You're going to go to Coinbase, right? And then from here, you're going to go to account, or I believe it's accounts. Let me pull it up. So when you click on accounts, right, you're going to be brought up on this page. You're going to click on BTC wallet, and you're going to click receive, right? Because you're trying to receive Bitcoin from Hugosway. And so just click I understand. And basically, you can either do a QR code, but based with Hugosway, you're just gonna copy all this. You're gonna copy, and you're gonna paste this address to right here, and then request withdrawal. This takes like 30 to 45 minutes. After that, you'll see your money here on the BTC wallet. It'll show the amount over here, and basically from here, for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna basically withdraw the $50 I have in here over to Coinbase and teach y'all how to transfer this Bitcoin over to your cash over here, where you're gonna be able to um to put it directly into your bank account, right? So in order for you to, once you receive the money from Hugosway, or basically the Bitcoin. Once you receive the Bitcoin from Hugosway to Coinbase, again, it's going to take like 30, 45 minutes. Um, and basically, you're going to go to buy/sell. You're going to click on sell. You're going to sell from BTC wallet because that's where the money is. Again, I don't have the $50 in yet, but just for the matters of this video, I can still show you the process and all. And so again, you're going to sell from BTC wallet and you're going to deposit to cash, right? You deposit to cash, you're going to put the amount, you're going to click sell max or however much it allows you to. Then you're going to put sell Bitcoin instantly, right? From here, um, it's instantly, right? It should only take about a minute or two. You're going to go back to accounts. And then from here, you're gonna have the option to withdraw right here. Withdraw. It's gonna ask you to verify your bank account, or ask you if you want to accept that, and you're gonna click accept. And usually it takes the next day or 12 hours for that payment to go through to your bank account, and that's basically it for withdrawing. Again, it's just a couple of steps. Once you do it more than once, you'll get it down. And that's basically it on how to create your broker account, how to deposit money, and how to withdraw. Um, you know, actually, I just received it. I actually just received the $50. So if anything, let me just kind of take you through it, right? And so Bitcoin's going to take a fee, right? That's how they make their money, right? So from Bitcoin, you're going to go to buy/sell. You're going to sell. BTC wallet, you have 4857. Usually when I put sell max, it won't allow me to when I do it off my phone. Let me try off my computer. Let me see if it works. And it does. All right, so confirm your transaction. You're gonna confirm sell, right? Boom, done. Like I said, it's gonna take a percentage. It tells you the fee down here. It's not that much. And again, you're gonna go back to accounts. You're gonna click withdraw, and then withdraw, this amount, 4634, over to Wells Fargo, right? You're gonna put the 4634 down here, or withdraw all and then continue. And like I said, it only takes 12 hours. And so, yeah, that's basically all the steps. Um, you know, and yeah, it's just the tedious process is just coming up with the account on Coinbase. Like I said, they just take their security up to the max. Sending money from Cash App or Zelle, it's not a hassle. It's easy. And then working your way through Hugosway is easy as well. And then Coinbase, as soon as you finish signing up with them, when it comes to withdrawing, again, it's easy. And yeah, that's basically how you come up with your brokerage account, how you're able to deposit money, and how you're able to withdraw money.